Can you say for sure that the medications you are taking have all the active pharmaceutical ingredients it claims to have? And how would you feel if you found out that the medications you are taking are adulterated? We are the Team from Nigeria. We are here to show you what we have for you. But before we continue, we would like to introduce ourselves. Here are my colleagues, and they are.
I am Umeh OFR, the Public Relations Officer.
Jessica, the ideator.
James was the app designer.
Vivian, the financial analyst. And Promise, the developer. These big questions become big concerns for us in the developing world, as much as those in the developed world, where the problem of global pharmaceuticals has left a bitter sore taste in our mouth. This problem worth solving. The problem of unreliable pharmaceutical is a global pandemic which didn't spare Nigeria. And without safe or genuine drug, both customers and healthcare providers suffer. What are counterfeit drugs? They are drugs that are deliberately mislabeled, without active ingredients, with wrong quantities of the active ingredients and copies of the original product.
All the consequences of this crime are that the legitimate pharmaceutical manufacturing company and reputation are abroad. Consumers are unable to differentiate the genuine product from the fake product.
How big is this problem in Nigeria? Some years back, 109 children died in cities of Nigeria, Ibadan and Jos, after ingesting a paracetamol-based cough syrup. One of the brothers of my colleague here died because of fake drug. The Center of Disease Control estimates 30% of drugs sold in low-income countries as fake, expired, or damaged, compared to 1% in more industrialized countries. From this data, we can see the roots and sources of fake drug, and that is why we have targeted independent pharmacy or chemists as our first line, because it has the highest percentage of fake drug, which is 68%. Imagine a healthcare market where Promise and Jessica will be able to know the medications they are buying with the power of a mobile tech app like ours, FD Detector. And then imagine a situation where the physicians and providers will be able to have the insight to detect fake drugs before the prescription or during the dispensary, saving the burden off the neck of both the consumers and providers.
That's why we created a solution by developing a mobile app which we named everything. In order to protect the lives of the consumers, they need to distinguish between the fake and the genuine drugs. The solution implemented needs to be found on a product itself, and the solution is that all drug packs and packages need to be implemented with a permanent 2D code. Consumers can use their smartphone to scan the drug they intend on buying.
How our app works? When you click on our app, the login page appears. If you're a new user, you sign up with an officer, you log in. Then the customer dashboard appears. Basically, we have 3 dashboards: the pharmaceutical dashboard, the agent dashboard, and also the consumer's dashboard.
In the consumer's dashboard, you can see the 6 categories of drug and learn more about drugs. Then, the main feature of our app, which is to scan drug. When you go to the main feature of our app, you click on the drug status. You scan your drug with your barcode. Then when you scan the drug, the barcode of the drugs, when you scan the barcode of the drug, it's going to show if it is confirmed or unconfirmed. It's also showing the expiration date of the drug.
We plan to raise funds by donations to pharmaceutical companies. When pharmaceutical companies notice that they do have good trade with our app, they donate because it does not fake sales of their products in the market. It might lessen the value of the product, and customers might find it difficult to buy their product. But if they rest assured that our app will help them dictate the sales position of their products in the market, they will appreciate and donate.
Our projections and milestones. In the next 2 to 5 years, we plan to scale up our intervention of partnering with the NAFDAC and SON. Upon the problem of curbing fake drugs, we plan to extend our solution to detecting fake packaged food items. Together we say it so.
Judges.
I welcome just go ahead and talk. He'll raise the volume.
We came up with this idea because we noticed that many people have died because of the intake of fake drugs, and we noticed that it's so rampant. Not only this challenge, not only a problem in my society, but a problem in Nigeria as a country, Africa as a continent, and the world at large. So that's the reason why we said that we don't like people dying here and there. That we should that will bring out this idea. Think on how we solve it technologically. Though it have an existing solution, which is the scratch and send, but it has many limitations. Like when you use your finger to scratch the receiver package, it is advised by the doctor that it contaminates the finger. And the second limitation is that it has little digits. It gives effect to those people that have eye effect when they stretch the eye to see it. And also in case of emergency, maybe you are in a hurry, you won't like to do all those things. But our app will help you do it in an easy way.
But the main thing is that the fake manufacturers of this drug can copy this number, and that is why we came up with the solution of a barcode. And in this barcode, we have a two-dimensional code. The visible one and the non-visible one. The visible one is the one that is in front, so you can see it. But the non-visible is the one that is in our database. Nobody else can copy it, except the pharmaceutical company and us.
What was the biggest technical challenge that you faced?
The technical challenge that we face while building this app is having access to internet connection, more especially, and also the utilities that we needed.
Judges with the microphones, just take a second. He'll raise the mic from the back. So just give it a sec.
So I just want to say I think you're incredibly brave, and you're right to identify this as a problem, particularly with anti-infectious disease drugs. So you're really on target, spotting an important problem. How will you make the app? How will you make sure that the app is simple enough that people can use it who might be elderly or have illnesses, who might not be able to understand some of the pretty advanced technology features that you have? Yeah, how will you make sure that your app is simple enough that people who might be older or have illnesses can use it successfully?
If the app is complicated for people to use, we can advertise, maybe in the television. We can come out and tell people on how to use the app. Like, we tell them that if you scan through your camera the QR code of the drug, then you check the drug to know if it's confirmed or unconfirmed, because that's the major thing that the consumer needs to know.
What's the favorite thing of your app? What do you like best?
The thing that we like best is the consumers checking the genuinity of the drug, because that's the main problem that we have. If they don't know if the drug is fake or genuine, that's why we are losing many lives in our country.
I'm super impressed. You guys are amazing. I wonder, are you planning to save the information of if there are fake drugs in case that information could help authorities or something? If you find fake drugs, if a scan says it's fake, are you going to save that information, maybe the location where they scanned it, so you could give it to the police or the pharmaceutical companies to try to stop using it?
Question is, if there is someone who's scanning a drug and it's a fake drug, right? So is there something in your database that can store where that drug was scanned or who scanned it, so that you can get the information on the fake drugs and help stop that problem that way?
Yes. In the report section, if you find, like, we have a report section in our database. If you find any drug, like if you find any case of fake drug, you can report to the report section, or you can give us a call and we'll tell you what to do.
Will there be any, I agree, this is interesting. Will there be any additional cost
to pharmaceutical companies to participate with you?
What the pharmaceutical companies has to do is to donate, because there are many fake manufacturers of their drug in the market. And if there are these fake manufacturers in the market, their own sales will depreciate. But our app is helping them, so they have to donate to us.
And also partnering and sponsorship for some of Nigerian agencies like the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the Standard Organization of Nigeria, and other international bodies like the World Health Organization.
Thank you so much.
Quick question. I know there is one of you have gone through a personal loss and came up with this idea to address this issue. But how did you all come together as a team? Like, how did you decide that since one of your friends has suffered this loss, you all want to form a team and solve this problem? So how did you come up with the process of forming a 5-team team together?
How we came together was in the school. Like, our mentor came one day and she said that if you want to join the Technovation team, that she would like to mentor us. So we came together, like we spoke on it, and we brought out an idea. That's how we came together.
And when this decision of coming fake job